Siguro, VP will start by saying kung ano yung, paano siya, ano yung nangyari sa visit niya kay Presidente. Go.
Oh, okay, sige. So, I visited former President Duterte. He is in the hospital wing of the detention center. And he is in good spirits. He is well taken care of. Nag-comment lang siya na he really misses Filipino food. Yun lang. But very recently sa meal nila, meron ng rice. So that was a good development. And then we discussed about his legal team. And we discussed about the family. And we discussed about the country.
Gaano po katagal niya?
Okay. Questions now?
Gaano po katagal yung visit niyo kay President Duterte?
The visit lasted for an hour. So it was from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m.
VP, what was his reaction or ano po yung kinuwento niya tungkol doon sa nangyaring initial appearance kanina?
Well, hindi namin na-discuss. Hindi namin na-discuss yung initial appearance niya kanina. Sorry, sorry. We did not discuss his initial appearance, and we only discussed the lawyers and the legal team and what we are going to do in the next 4 days. Yes.
VP, were you surprised that the former president appeared via live stream? Were you expecting him to see him there at the chamber?
I had no expectations. I did not know. I did not know he was appearing before a live stream. But I think it was the decision of the doctor. So inside the facility, all the decisions are made by the doctor.
VP, what's the plan now? The next hearing is September 23 pa. How will the family prepare for this? May rotation ba?
Okay. So I have not discussed the arrangements with next of kin and relatives here. I will discuss it with them tonight, and I will relate to them also what the President said and what the President wanted them to know. And so yes, we haven't made arrangements yet. But I will not leave until a relative comes to make sure that there is a next of kin living here. Yes.
BP, tungkol po sa usapan nyo ni dating Pangulo, may hiniling po ba siya sa inyo?
Ano, ulitin mo.
Sa usapan nyo ni PRRD, may hiniling po ba siya sa inyo?
English.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. When we talked, he, as a request, he asked me to go home. So, he repeatedly said, do not leave the country. Do not leave the Philippines. And so I told him na I know, I understand that. And I do not want to be here as well. Unfortunately, I am the only one who has a Schengen visa. And I am the only one who is a lawyer. So I told him that when we are able to meet with the legal team, that I will immediately return home. And yes, do my work.
May defense team na po ba si PRRD, ma'am?
Defense team, yes. We already have a lead counsel. And there will be meetings with... we had a meeting with him yesterday. And then we will have a meeting in person when he arrives this weekend.
And how many?
Is it Nicholas Kaufman? Okay. Yes, the president already appointed. Yes, the president already appointed Nicholas Kaufman as his lawyer.
ma'am, let me just go back to what he said to you, telling you not to leave the Philippines.
Yes.
What was the specific concern about it? And if you can also address yung, kasi according to Malacanang, they gave you a travel authority until April 30 in several countries.
Yes.
Ano po kaya yun, ma'am? Ano yung reason for the travel?
My travel?
Yeah.
The moment that I felt that it was an extraordinary rendition, the moment that it was I felt that it was a kidnapping because they were holding him in 250, which is the air base of the Presidential Airlift Wing. I felt that he will not be able to for a list of countries where he may be taken. So, and at the time, I did not know how I will be able to enter that country. So we had to apply for travel authority for
No?
yes. How long was I gonna be yes, wherever he is. So we applied for until April 30. But it doesn't mean that I will be here until April 30. So I will be here until the legal team is doing their work already, and another relative is here to assist him.
Did he explain his concerns why you shouldn't, leave the Philippines?
He said that yes, I should immediately go back, just leave him here. But I said no, I cannot do that because no one will decide for him outside. So very limited people have access to him right now. So I told him that I just have to form that legal team. Then I can work remotely in the Philippines, talking to the legal team. And then, yes, so I just need next of kin to come here. And everyone's applying for visa right now.
Pero wala po siyang fears that it will be taken advantage of, your absence?
Well, he did not express fears about taking advantage. Some people or whoever taking advantage of my absence, but he repeatedly said that you must not leave the Philippines. You must go back to your country. You're not supposed to be here. And then I insisted that yes, I know what I have to do, and that I just need to set up something here in The Hague, and then I will immediately go back to the Philippines.
BP,
Isa-isa po.
any comment po, BP?
What was the disposition po and demeanor of the president when you saw him? And were you able to see po yung detention center, detention area for the former president?
No, I was not allowed inside his detention area. We met in the visitors area. And the demeanor was, he looked well rested. I asked him that. I said, "You look well rested," and then he said that, "Well, I don't do anything here except sleep and watch TV because he has access to a TV." And then I asked him about the food because I know his preferences for food, and then he said yes. Well, that's my only complaint is that I really miss Filipino food.
Specific po?
Kuan man gud na sa Bisaya ba kanang tuyo,
Buwan.
bulad o kanang sa ganin paksiw. Paksiw na isda.
Kaya na muna. Kaya.
Inununan, yeah. Hindi na yung paksiw, inununan.
BP,
Sige po.
BP,
inununan.
any comment po doon sa plano ng mga otoridad na i-raid po yung tahanan ng mga Duterte sa Davao City? Ito ba ay makonsider nyo na part of para pabagsakin ng mga Duterte family?
Yes, I heard about that. The search warrant applied for all the houses, all our houses of all the members of the family. And I mentioned to my siblings that you don't have control over this anymore. So I just told them that just secure your valuables, and then just allow them to do the search. And then we expect that there will be planted evidence inside the houses. So I told them that we'll just have to face that as well, because that is the template that they did with former Congressman Arnie Teves. It's exactly the same template. So I told them that it's pointless. It's pointless to fight. So just allow it to happen. It doesn't mean that that search is illegal. But then I told them that no one should be hurt. No one should resist. Just allow them to do whatever that is illegal.
Ma'am, any comment po doon sa sinabi ni PCOU si Castro na walang kidnapping na nangyari sa lahat po ay may papeles tungkol po sa pag-aresto kay PRRD?
Well, it was really kidnapping. You see the comments all around the world from experts. Yes. But if you talk to lawyers, they call it extraordinary rendition. But for a family member like me, that's kidnapping. That's forcibly taking my father to another country and illegally arresting him. So that's clearly kidnapping.
Ma'am, mag-apply po ba si PRRD ng interim release?
Interim.
That is something that I cannot comment on because it's a legal strategy. So I would leave that to the lawyers if the lawyers would like to talk to the media. But I will not comment on legal strategy. I would also add that because I told him a lot of people are crying. They are depressed, hurt, stressed about what happened and what is happening right now and what is happening in the country. And then he said, sabihin mo sa kanila, relax lang, may hangganan ang lahat.
Yes.
So I'm remembering this from kasi I cannot take notes, I cannot take a ball pen and pen din. So sabihin mo sa kanila, relax lang, may hangganan ng lahat. There will be a day of reckoning for all.
VP, mahal na mahal po ang Duterte family ng mga OFW at mga Pilipino po sa bansang Pilipinas. Ngayon, grabe po yung emosyon ng mga Pilipino dahil mahal po nila si PRRD at kayo po. So may mensahe po ba kayo para sa lahat ng mga Pilipino?
Yes. Unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan. Mag-English pa ako, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Kasi,
Bisaya!
Saya na lang.
Bisaya! Tagalog lang, Tagalog.
Tagalog tayo.
Okay, VP.
Okay. Sige. Gadget lang, ha? Gadget lang. I'll start with, first off, I'd like to thank all our countrymen for your prayers and your profound support to the former presidents. We can feel your love. We can feel your anger. We can empathize with everyone. Everyone's rage about what happened. And let us not be let us not forget the real issues in our country, and that is that is the poverty, that is corruption, that is the failure of the government to answer the demands from the people about accountability and transparency. The failure of the government to address peace and security in our country.
VP, you still have your flowers. Why is it?
Because I wanted to give it time, airtime. I wanted to give the flowers airtime because I don't know who gave this, but the people who gave this made efforts to go to a flower shop and buy flowers. So I wanted to give it airtime, just to say thank you to those who took time to buy flowers. They know I love flowers, so
Ma'am, how is this healthy?
Address na tayo. Now, she will now address the Filipino community. Harap ka na dito, VP.
dito sa
Okay, because this is the media. Okay?
Lalo may question, ma'am.
So, isa muna tayo.
Sa may nakahilak dyan sa Nepal sa papa.
Ito po. Ma'am, dito.
I don't think
Guwapa ni ma'am! Ay! Guwapa!
Oh, so drop muna tayo. May ano tayo doon, ma'am? Yung
Wait. Sino mag-guide? Sino mag-guide? Paano ka? Sandali.
Sandali po.
Going there.
Ma'am, excuse lang daw. Para makatayo sa namin din.
James, ang Mike James.
Madam kay Guwapa.
Share ko ng live.
guys, stop motion. Sir. Okay na?
Ma'am, okay na ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako sa inyong lahat, sa inyong pagpapakita ng suporta dito, at sa ating mga kababayan na nandoon sa Pilipinas. Nagpapasalamat ako sa pagpapakita nila na galit. At
Sobrang galit!
sa nangyari kay President Duterte, sa nangyayari sa ating bayan. Napakahalaga yung pagpapasalamat ko sa mga dasal ninyo. Madami ang nagdadasal at malaking tulong yon ang dasal dahil nagbibigay yon ng lakas ng loob sa lahat ng pinagdadaanan ngayon ni President Duterte. Pangalawa, madami sa inyo ang hindi nagtrabaho ngayon. Galing ng Belgium.
Germany!
Galing ng London. Ayong mga seaman. Mga seaman natin. Mabuhay kayo, sir. Meron pang galing Amerika. At kanina, meron akong nakausap na maliit na grupo dito, kaninang umaga. Sabi ko sa kanila, napakahalaga ng inyong mga trabaho, kaya huwag ninyong pabayaan.
Euro is nothing without our ex-president!
Yes, dahil alam ko breadwinners kayo lahat. Hindi nyo gusto makipagsapalaran sa ibang bansa, mainit ating bayan. Pero napakahalaga yung trabaho ninyo at yung pag-alaga ninyo sa inyong mga mahal sa buhay na nasa Pilipinas. Alalahanin natin, napakahalaga yung edukasyon nila. Kailangan natin paulit-ulit na sabihin sa kanila na yun ang magpapabago sa buhay nila, ang edukasyon nila. So maraming salamat dahil it is heartwarming na kahit mawalan kayo ng trabaho, mawalan kayo ng sweldo sa isang araw, mabawasan ang inyong leave.
Pagalitan ng mga asawa.
At meron pa sa inyo ay nakapag-absent kahit wala ng leave.
Ma'am, para muna sa mga tao sa Pilipinas, para sa pamilya.
Mahal ko kayo. Kaya meron po kaming imbitasyon sa inyo, paanyaya sa inyo na tayo ay magsama-sama sa March 23. Sabi po ng mga tiga-Netherlands ay Sunday po yan. At sabi ko kanina sa mga kasama natin na kababayan dito, sabi ko, Friday, Saturday, maglaban na kayo. Dahil Sunday, magkita-kita tayo sa March 23.
Location mo.
Dito po, sa Netherlands. Hindi ko lang alam kung sa Amsterdam, sa Hague. Pero dito siya sa Netherlands.
Saan siya i-announce? Saan siya i-post, ma'am? Asa siya i-post? Asa siya?
Ang pagkakaalam ko, meron kasi kayong mga group leaders. Iba't iba.
Okay, good. Sige. Okay, that's nice.
Meron pong ginagawang meeting. Kahapon may ginawang meeting. Di bali po, sasabihin ko sa kanila na i-post nila publicly para kahit yung hindi membro ng grupo ay alam nila kung saan sila.
Suporta!
Gusto ko lang ulitin kasi kanina masyadong malayo yung iba. Hindi niyo narinig kung ano yung mensahe ni Pangulong Duterte. Sabi po niya, dahil sinabi ko, madami ang nasaktan. Madami ang umiiyak. Madami ang galit. At sinabi ko, mahalaga, madami ang nag-absent. Ano ang gusto mo ipaabot sa kanila?
Baka na naka-YouTube.
Ang una niyang tanong is, nandyan sila sa labas?
Yes!
Oo, nandyan sila sa labas. Sabi niya, hindi ko man lang sila makausap at makamusta. Sabi ko, darating tayo dyan. Pero sabi ko, ibigay mo muna ngayon sa akin ang mensahe mo para sa kanila. So, sinabi niya, unang-una, relax lang. May hangganan ang lahat. There is a day of reckoning. Yan ang kanyang mensahe.
Para sa may nagulat dire sa gawas.
Pag-presidente, ma'am! Pag-presidente, ma'am!
Ganun lang, nalimot ako.
na to.
Okay, naalala ko na. Tinanong ko din siya. Kasi masakit sa akin na nakikita na umiyak kayo. Yes! Masakit sa akin yon. Kasi, alam nyo yon, para hindi naman kasi dapat ginagawa sa inyo yan. Ano mo yun? Hindi dapat siya ginagawa sa inyo yan. So, tinanong ko siya. Sabi ko, ano ba ang mensahe mo sa mga umiiyak? Kasi nasasaktan ako kapag nakikita ko na umiiyak sila. Tapos sabi niya, di umiyak ka din. So usual na, alam niyo na, yung sense of humor. Sabi niya, di umiyak ka din. And sabi ko sa kanya, alam mo, wala akong masasolve na problema kung iiyak ako. Sabi ko, ano lang, ang kailangan ko lang ngayon ay ang mensahe mo sa kanila para hindi, mabigat sa loob, sa damdamin nila. At sinabi niya na, as a Filipino, I never surrendered my country. Wala kayong masabi na meron akong Pilipino na binigay sa mga dayuhan. Yun ang mensahe niya. Nung tinanong ko siya kung ano ang specific mo na mensahe sa mga umiiyak. Parang hindi ata yun papatigil sa iyak niyo. Unfortunately, yun ang mensahe niya. Yun ang sentiments niya na gusto niya daw malaman ninyo na hindi niya daw talaga sa lahat ng kanyang pagtatrabaho para sa ating bansa, ibinigay ang ating bansa sa mga dayuhan. Yes, ma'am. Sabi ko nga kanina dito sa interview na sinabi naman niya, tell them I am okay. I just miss Filipino food. Hindi ito Pilipinas na pwede ka magdala. Pagkain special shout out sa naghahawak ng ating speaker dahil magkakaintindihan dito kung wala si Sir.
Gikan na Samoa, ma'am. Sa Germany pa nagika Samoa na.
So, gikan daw na sa Germany.
Samu Restaurant.
Nagkakalamat. Unsa ang pangalan sa restaurant?
El Sol Restaurant sa Berlin. El Sol Restaurant, ma'am. El Sol Restaurant sa Berlin. Yes, ma'am.
El Sol Restaurant sa Berlin.
Oh, let's go!
Yes, oo. Siguro when we meet sa 23, pakutan natin may tanong dito about sa birthday ni President Duterte sa March 28. Siguro, pag nakita-kita tayo sa 23, it will be a very casual meet and greet para sa inyong lahat. I'm sure gusto ninyo ng mga chismis. Pero isa din sa tinunod na, no? Mga chismis talaga mo na. Grabe ka chismis sa mga Pilipino. Naman! Daghan sa magsilingan, mag-away tungkol sa chismis. March 28. Celebrate the birthday. Kailan ako uuwi?
Not feeling yung
Actually, hindi ko din alam. Kasi hindi ko nakausap ang doktor. Nakiusap ako kanina kung pwede ba umupo kami, nandiyan si President Duterte, ako at yung doktor, para lang mapag-usapan kung ano ang plano ng doktor. Pero hindi kasi ganun kadali doon sa loob yung mga ganun na bagay. Kaya sabi ko sa kanya, Papa, kung may nararamdaman ka, sabihin mo sa kanila. Huwag mo sabihin na okay ka lang. Kasi alam niyo naman si PRD, macho yung macho yung image niya, di ba? Lalaking lalaki na magtataka ka na lang na namatay na kasi hindi nagpapacheck. Sino ang gano'n ang tatay? Nadiretso na lang ng stage 4 cancer dahil simula nung pinanganak siya hanggang nagkasakit siya, hindi siya nagpa-check up. So, sabi ko sa kanya, huwag mong itago. Kung may nararamdaman ka, sabihin mo sa doktor. At tinanong ko naman, ma'am, sabi ko, 24 hours ba ang doktor ninyo? Sabi naman sa akin, no security, 24 hours daw yung doktor nila. At syempre yung healthcare personnel ay 24 hours din.
Yes, po ka ba na maging presidente?
Ang akin na kasi ang fear ko, do we still have a country by 2028?
Nakita lang taman!
Going right now, hindi ko alam, palubog ng palubog.
Ma'am Sara, we need you!
Ma'am, next week ka.
Pero alam nyo, magtiwala lang kayo sa Diyos. Yes! Dahil, makikita nyo na lahat ng bagay ay merong purpose. Hindi nyo kaagad siya nakikita. Hindi nyo kaagad siya nakikita the moment na nangyayari siya. Pero kapag nangyari na yung bagay o yung purpose para sa ginawa sa iyo ng tadhana o ng Diyos, ay maiintindihan mo na kung ano yung plano niyo. Bigyan ko kayo ng example ng ganito, na sinasabi ko, everything has a purpose. Yes. Last year, napalitaan nyo yung nagbiyahe ako ng Munich, di ba? Yung binanatan nila ako ng binanatan, dahil nagbiyahe ako papuntang Munich. Ang anak ko, nagsabi siya sa akin, Mama, gusto ko manood ng Taylor Swift concert. Di ba pila yung pagbibili ng ticket sa online? So sabi ko sa kanya, mag-strategize ka. Sabi ko, doon ka pumila sa tingin mo, kukunti lang ang doon sa Singapore. So sabi ko sa kanya, sa tingin ko, konti lang niya. Makikili ka, ma'am.
Guwapa! Guwapa!
Nakita naman ang tulo ko sila. Grabe ka po na ng lugaran ni Magaling tayo sa skincare, ha? Ito muna. Skincare. Skincare. Unang-una, kailangan nyo ng sunblock. So, ang sunblock ko ay yung sunstick ng Nature Republic Korea brand. Yan yung unang ilalagay. Nature Republic na sunstick. Tapos, ang susunod na nilalagay ko is yung natural tan ng Revlon. Na powder. Face powder. So, yan yung nilalagay ko. Tapos, ang ginamit ko na eyeshadow, Nature Republic din.
Ano nga po, katagya mo?
Wala ko kasagot pa. Ano na? Huwag hindi yung kapsinan. Rason kung bakit kayo nag-absent.
Skincare.
Ang kilay ay espresso, color ng... Nakalimutan ko.
I-recordan ninyo! I-recordan ninyo!
Tapos, ang blush on, Mars. Nakalimutan ko yung color niya.
Ang lipstick
Tapos, ang lipstick ay Estee Lauder.
BP, kumusta ang muskitero? Ma'am, nagdala kang muskitero para kay Pan, PPRD?
Wala niyang request.
Muskitero?
Na ako sa balay! Na ako sa balay!
Mosquito net, no? Mosquitero.